After her partner passed away, Stephanie Powers decided to live a private life abroad. What happened to her? Before finding love with actor William Holden, who passed away in 1981, Heart to Heart star Stephanie Powers was married twice and had 2 failed marriages. Powers took a break from the spotlight while the couple explored the globe. She made an appearance at a German award event after a protracted absence. Actress Stephanie Powers has a long history and has starred in numerous TV series and motion pictures. Powers started her career at the age of 16, and she has landed numerous roles since then. Over 200 guest appearances on TV shows have been made by the actress, including 2 weekly shows and 18 miniseries. Among them are the venerable mystery series Heart to Heart, in which she portrayed Jennifer Hart, and The Feather and Father Gang. Powers wed Gary Lockwood for the first time in 1966. However, their marriage disintegrated in 1972. She later remarried in 1993 to Patrick de la Chaise, but the couple's marriage ended in divorce in 1974. Powers entered into a romantic connection with William Holden, a well-known actor from the 1950s who was 24 years older than her, following 2 unsuccessful marriages. In her memoir, One from the Heart, published in 2010, Powers discussed her romance with Holden. According to a passage from the book, Dominic and Lenny Dunn's New Year's Eve party was when the couple initially connected. Back then, Powers had brought her friend, costume designer Moss Mabry, along for the event. She waited for him to come back by herself while Mabry disappeared to get beverages. I turned, and the man behind me turned with me, bringing William Holden squarely in front of me. I reddened, he grinned. "Hello, Bill Holden," he said. I stated my name and somehow managed to make a sound like I was speaking, she wrote in the book. Holden raised his glass, wished the 2 friends a good new year, and moved on as Mabry reappeared at that very time. His smile had mesmerized Powers as he turned to go, but that was not the last time she saw him. A few years later, she happened to run into him again while perusing photo books on Africa at a Beverly Hills bookstore. As Powers was perusing the books, she heard Holden's voice from behind her, urging her to give a particular book a try. I turned to see that face and smile, she recalled. "Hello again," I murmured. "We had a meeting at the Dunns a few years prior." She was ashamed, somehow, to have said such words because, in her opinion, Holden could not have remembered such a short meeting. In any case, he did and was glad to see her once more. When he inquired about her interest in Africa, Powers replied that she had visited Egypt but had never ventured further south. Holden replied that she should look him up if she ever traveled to Kenya, but he vanished again that very moment. After some time, the 2 reconnected at Merv Adelson's co-owned resort, La Costa. Holden just so happened to be a guest at the same place at the time. Holden was invited to Adelson's cocktail party, which he had thrown for participants in a tennis tournament while they were there. Given that Holden was a recluse, Powers claimed she did not understand why he had agreed to go to the party. She was still glad he had arrived, though. We met again, and by now, while he might very well not have remembered our previous meetings, he had seen some of my work, so he did not regard me as a stranger, she said. Holden proposed that since they still had a lot to discuss after the cocktail hour, they carry on their conversation over dinner. Despite going through a divorce at the time, Powers accepted the offer because she was essentially single and didn't see any reason not to go out with another man. But Holden picked a quiet neighborhood eatery, so there was no need to be concerned about nosy eyes. Our chemistry was obvious, but Bill was old school and still treated me with some formality, even when he invited me to his Palm Springs home the next weekend, Powers disclosed. The actress claimed that despite their differences in age, they shared similar lifelong passions. Their love of travel and the outdoors brought them together. "We were soulmates," Powers said. Holden, according to her, spent 6 of their 9 years together clean, which allowed them to enjoy their best times together, such as a trip to Africa. The couple's best travel days in Africa were those they spent there, tracing animals, spending time outside, and sleeping beneath the stars. Powers said it was an actual experience. Regretfully, Holden passed away in 1981 at the height of his abilities. In 1977, the actor was nominated for an Oscar for the movie Network, but his alcoholism was what kept him back. Powers acknowledged that Holden kept a covert drinking cave at his apartment. The actress reported having trouble reaching him on the day of his death while filming Heart to Heart in Hawaii. She tried to reach him multiple times, but she never received a response. After Holden fell and struck his head, it was later found that he was dead in his house. Holden was reportedly very intoxicated, but his head injuries caused him to lose a significant amount of blood, which ultimately led to his death. Stefanie Powers overcame illness to carry out her charitable works. Powers had experienced some personal hardships. She had smoked for a long time before receiving the terrifying lung cancer diagnosis. The celebrity acknowledged that the news surprised her, but she attributed her survival to her regular trips to the doctor. Powers considered herself lucky that her cancer was discovered at an early stage, and ever since her illness, she has pushed for routine physical examinations by doctors. Though her stepsister, who had never smoked, had survived the same diagnosis, the actress said she wasn't sure if her years of smoking caused her cancer. Powers' newfound life had come from surviving lung cancer. 2 days following her mother's death, she had to have a part of her lungs removed during an operation. Nevertheless, Powers' goal is to expand her organization and advocate for wildlife animals for the remainder of her life. Through her organization, the Hollywood native had achieved great success and was recognized with multiple honors for her contributions to the industry. She has discussed environmental issues with some well-known authors and is a member of the Oxford Literary Festival. A 3-part course titled Funding Your Dreams was offered by Powers for women considering investing portfolios. She is also on the boards of 4 zoos in North America. After living in Kenya, Stefanie Powers makes her public debut. She now has a different appearance. Powers established a foundation in Holden's honor and carried on his legacy. The actress established the William Holden Animals Foundation in Kenya as an homage to him and his passion for animals. The foundation advocates for animal welfare and conservation. The foundation is led by Powers and has offices in California and on Holden's game ranch in Kenya. The actor has a passion for learning about agriculture. She uploaded a photo of herself with a text about the health advantages of bamboo, taken at a nearby farm in Kenya. Powers also uploaded a photo of herself with an elephant. This time, the actress called on people to fight for animal rights, while also bringing attention to the quantity of ivory that is being trafficked. Powers had been off-screen as she explored the African continent and learned about the natural world. In 2023, while attending an award ceremony in Germany, she made a public appearance. The TV personality showed up stylish. She accessorized her black ruffled dress with black shoes and stockings, and wore a blazer over it. She accessorized with a large black ring and a gray tassel necklace, wearing her ginger short hair and bangs out. Punters were thrilled to see Power return. Many kind words were spoken in the comments. An admirer was taken aback by how youthful the 81-year-old appeared. "How can you look that much younger all the time? And those heels, wonderful, simply amazing," exclaimed the enthusiast. Another commenter mentioned how much they cherished Powers' Heart to Heart and how, even after all these years, it remains the greatest program for relieving tension. "Stefanie, you look amazing. Admire Heart to Heart in Brazil, our Castle 20. Indeed, love from Brazil," another fan shouted with excitement. Powers co-starred with her on-screen husband, Robert Wagner, in the adored television series Heart to Heart more than 40 years ago. Regardless of how much time has gone by since then, the co-stars remain close. Two-time Emmy Award nominee Powers honored Wagner on his birthday on Instagram in February. She posted a photo of the two of them smiling while posing together. "Happy birthday, 2/10, to our dear at Robert Wagner official 94 and still going strong," Powers wrote as the post's caption, "Our most recent heart-to-heart exchange." Wagner, a native of Michigan, praised the woman for being a darling and attending the celebratory dinner in his remark on the aforementioned post. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Mila. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. So let's dive into today's video. Stefanie Powers, born Stefania Zofia Paul on November 2, 1942, is an American actress widely recognized for her portrayal of Jennifer Hart in the mystery television series Heart to Heart, 1979 to 1984, earning nominations for 2 Primetime Emmy Awards and 5 Golden Globe Awards. Born in Hollywood, Powers' surname was often cited as Federkiewicz, but she reveals in her Polish-language autobiography that her true name is Federkiewicz. At the age of 16, she signed a studio contract with Columbia Pictures, leading to the customary name change to the more Anglo-Saxon-sounding Stefanie Powers. Powers' parents divorced during her childhood. Her father, Morrison Bloomfield Paul, reportedly a cinematographer, hailed from Montreal and belonged to a Jewish immigrant family from Eastern Europe. Powers had a distant relationship with her father, as detailed in her memoir, One from the Heart, where she recounts the tension created by his presence. She remained close to her mother, Juliana Demetria Golin, who passed away in Los Angeles at 96 years old from pneumonia, known locally as Julie Powers. Powers also had an older brother, Jeffrey Julian Paul, and a half-sister, Diane Pascoe Hanson Bailey. During her time at Hollywood High School, Powers was a cheerleader, and among her peers was Nancy Sinatra, who later graduated from University High School in June 1958. In 1961, under the stage name Taffy Paul, Stefanie Powers appeared in Tom Laughlin's independent film, The Young Sinner, released in 1965. She then took on secondary roles in several movies throughout the early 1960s, including Experiment in Terror, 1962, If a Man Answers, 1962, and McClintock, 1963. Powers portrayed a schoolgirl in Tammy Tell Me True, 1961, and Bunny, the police chief's daughter, in Palm Springs Weekend, 1963. Additionally, she appeared in the hospital melodrama The Interns, 1962, and its sequel, The New Interns, 1964. In 1965, she acted alongside Tallulah Bankhead in Die Die, My Darling, originally released in the UK as Fanatic. Her breakthrough came in 1966 when she starred as April Dancer in the short-lived television series The Girl from U.N.C.L.E., a spin-off of The Man from U.N.C.L.E. She graced the cover of TV Guide shortly after the series' debut, showcasing her 117-pound frame and daily exercise routine. The show aired for only 1 season, from 1966 to 1967. Throughout the 1970s, Powers appeared in various films, including The Boatniks, 1970, Herbie Rides Again, a sequel to The Love Bug, and The Magnificent Seven Ride, 1972. She also guest-starred in several popular TV shows, such as It Takes a Thief, 1970, alongside Robert Wagner, who later co-starred with her in Heart to Heart. Before her success with Heart to Heart, she starred in The Feather and Father Gang, 1976, as Tony Feather Danton. Powers continued to make guest appearances on numerous TV shows into the late 1970s. In 1977, she appeared in the miniseries Washington, Behind Closed Doors, and starred in the TV movie A Death in Canon, 1978. She also showcased her talent on stage, starring in Cyrano de Bergerac alongside Stacy Keach in 1978. In 1979, Powers starred in the British adventure film Escape to Athena, alongside Roger Moore, Telly Savalas, and Elliot Gould. However, her most significant television role came as Jennifer Hart in Heart to Heart, which aired for 5 seasons from 1979 to 1984. She later reunited with Wagner for 8 Heart-to-Heart TV movies in the 1990s. Throughout the 1980s and 1990s, Powers continued to work in television, starring in projects such as the TV miniseries Mistral's Daughter, 1984, and the 2-part TV movie Deceptions, 1985. She also appeared in At Mother's Request, 1987, and starred in various stage productions, including Matador, 1991, and Love Letters, 1993. Powers remained active in the entertainment industry in the 2000s, touring in productions like Applause, 1996, and The King and I, 2002. She released her debut music CD, On the Same Page, in 2003 and made guest appearances on TV shows like Doctors, 2001. Powers also appeared in reality TV, including the 11 series of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, in 2011. In recent years, Powers has continued to perform on stage and screen. She starred in the musical Gotta Dance in 2015 and joined the cast of Love Affair for a developmental reading in 2017. Additionally, she appeared in the feature film The Artist's Wife, 2018, and the stage production of 84 Charing Cross Road, 2018. Throughout her extensive career, Stefanie Powers has showcased her versatility as an actress and entertainer, leaving a lasting impact on both stage and screen. For her portrayal of Jennifer Hart, Stefanie Powers earned 2 nominations for Best Television Actress at the Emmy Awards and received 5 nominations for Best Television Actress at the Golden Globe Awards. In 1992, Powers was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame at 6776 Hollywood Boulevard in the category of television, presented by the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce. Recognizing her outstanding stage performance in Love Letters, Powers was awarded the prestigious Sarah Siddons Award in 1993. On March 12, 2011, Powers was bestowed with the Steger Award in Germany for her significant contributions to the arts. In November 2017, Powers was celebrated by the Palm Springs Women in Film and Television Organization, PSWIFT, with the 9th Annual Broken Glass Award for her remarkable achievements as an actress, author, and animal advocate. This award recognizes outstanding women who have broken barriers in the fields of entertainment, arts, and philanthropy. Other recipients in 2017 included Lucy Arnaz, Jane Austen, Kelly McQuinn, and Nelda Linsk. PSWIFT, founded in 2001, is dedicated to promoting both men and women in the entertainment, new media, and creative arts community. Personal life. Stefanie Powers was previously married to actor Gary Lockwood from 1966 to 1972. She shared a relationship with actor William Holden from the period following her divorce until just before his passing. Their shared commitment to wildlife conservation led to the founding of the William Holden Wildlife Foundation and involvement with the Mount Kenya Game Ranch and Wildlife Conservancy in Nanyuki, Kenya. Powers is actively engaged in wildlife preservation efforts, collaborating with the Cincinnati Zoo and Atlanta Zoo, and serving as an international guest speaker on the subject. In 1993, Powers married French aristocrat Patrick Howitt de la Chesnays. However, the couple divorced in 1999. She later entered into a relationship with auditor Tom Carroll, which lasted until his passing in August 2014. A polo enthusiast, Powers became one of the first foreign members of the Royal County of Berkshire Polo Club. She participated in the Jules United Kingdom National Women's Championships at Ascot in 2005. Health. In November 2008, Powers, who had been a smoker for 20 years, was diagnosed with alveolar cell carcinoma, a form of lung cancer. She underwent surgery to remove part of her right lung on January 29, 2009, the same month her mother passed away from pneumonia at the age of 96 in Los Angeles. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.